Hi. How's it going? I did your work for ya.
The prince appreciates your service.
Wait, what? No. Hello? No.
The prince appreciates your
You
service.
have a thing above your head. Oh. Well, you're useless. Where is Prince Balin? Oh, whoops.
Well, you've simply outdone yourself.
I know.
They're talking all over the city about how someone finally went through Dusttown and slaughtered the Carta like genlocks.
It would be a great warden to do that. Most of them have no choice. It wasn't fair to kill them.
It's a little late to trouble yourself now. You have done the city a great service. I promise as soon as I take the throne, I will send the troops you need.
When will that be? The Darkspawn don't wait for politics.
Unfortunately, I cannot say when. While many Dashers appreciate my ending Jarvia's threat, Harriman still holds great loyalty. We need something more dramatic to shift the balance.
Ah, Jesus. What are you getting at?
What do you know of the Paragon Branca?
She's a twat. Her husband is a drunk, and she's in the deep roads and probably dead. Apparently all that is not a thing. She disappeared in the deep roads.
She is the only Paragon in 4 generations, and she turned her back on her responsibilities.
Okay.
Paragon is like an ancestor born in this time. If she returned, her vote would outweigh the entire assembly. Anyone with her support could take the throne unchallenged.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, what makes you think she's still alive?
She had an entire house with her, dedicated to her protection. With the number of ruins still intact, they could last for a long time. And Harrowmont is looking as well. It's too risky to assume she's dead, only to have him take credit for finding her.
What's she like?
I did not know her personally. 2 years ago, I was still considered a child, not one to consort with Orzamar's finest. From what I hear, her intellect was unrivaled, but the social graces were beneath the notice of one so gifted.
I kind of like her if she wasn't, you know, in the deep roads. What if she won't support you?
I was hoping you could use your legendary charm to persuade her that the rightful king should take the throne. However, if the deep roads have addled her wits, it might be best she not return before the kingship is decided.
Maybe a mercy killing or two would do that. Are you saying I should kill her?
I would never say that. She is a paragon. It is my duty to protect her. On the other hand, we must respect her decisions. Should she prefer to stay in the deep roads rather than help her rightful king take the throne, we must assist her. By any means necessary.
Okay. I guess I'll go find her for you, if that's a good thing, because I'm kind of on the fence.
Then we will both go down in history as a paragon's saviors. So far, my men have traced Branca to Caridin's Cross, an ancient crossroad lost to the Darkspawn 4 centuries ago. Her trail ends there. Perhaps with your warden's expertise, you can find what my men could not.
Where's Caridin's Cross?
You must enter the deep roads through the mines. To protect the city, that's the only path we leave open. Caridin's Cross lies many miles deep into the tunnels. It was once a main thoroughfare, but before Branca, no one had stepped foot there in generations.
Okay, I will go find her.
You have my thanks. Seek her in Caridin's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return.
Alright, the Anvil of the Void. And Shale leveled up. Magical. Alright. We are on a mission. A really hard one. Hopefully my Dalish Elf sensibilities have not gone mad from being underground for, I don't know. Time is always weird in RPGs.
Lord Harrowmont,
I could have been underground for, you know, 2 weeks. This could be like, you know, 1 day.
Grey Wardens endorse anarchy in Orzammar. Support Lord Harrowmont and his stand for true dwarven values.
Oh, I guess since I'm looking for, what's his butt's wife, maybe he'll join me. Which probably means a trip down to, the camp. So I can outfit him properly. Let's go see if he's there. 'Cause I don't remember how I recruit him. Yeah, that's right. Don't clean up your bodies. Oghren. Where are you at? He is not here. Well, maybe he'll come with me at some point. I don't have a mission for him, so I assume he'll figure it out.
So, you were
here
serious
we go.
before when you said you wanted to help Bronca, huh?
Uh-huh.
I'm Oghren. I don't know if you remember.
Nope.
People seem to forget me these days. Or ignore. I forget which.
His hair looks like it's on fire. How did you know I'm here about Bronca?
Not everyone hates me, you know. There's enough people who know I'm interested. They make sure I hear if anyone's looking for her.
Which is never.
They say Balin's given up on his scouts and is sending you. But they haven't found Bronca herself. And that means whatever they've got, it's not enough if you don't know what she was looking for. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Bronca. Otherwise, good sodding luck.
Let's see here. Will you behave yourself?
It's the deep roads. I'll kill Darkspawn. Outside of that, what difference does it make?
That's a good
Bronca
point.
was a brilliant girl. But half the time she'd add 2 and 2 and make it 50. You want to find her, you need someone who knows how she thinks.
Yes, you need someone who's also batshit crazy. And I'm your man. What makes you think you can trust me?
I'm not some sodding elf maiden who
Hey.
sits around and waits for a passing hero to solve my problems. I'm a bloody warrior. I mean to get her back. And you wouldn't be down here if you weren't trying for the same thing. Bronca was looking for the Anvil of the Void. Might have been the most important invention in Orzammar's history. The smith Caradon built it. And with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Bronca planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caradon's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years.
The prince gave me a map. I can get. Actually, why do you care so much about her? She left you.
Why? We were sodding married until she left me and took our whole house into the deep roads on her mad quest for the anvil. It was a stupid move. If I'd been with her, she'd have made it back years ago. But I forgive her.
I have a map.
If we're going, let's get moving. Bronca's not gonna sodding find herself.
Oh, well this sucks because,
Pigeon crap.
well, I really want Shale.
Of all the...
Blast it.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes.
I really want,
Yes.
I need Alistair for tanking. I want Shale because Shale's a golem and we're going to where golems were made, so that's kind of a big deal. Which kind of means I'm hosed on range, which I don't really like, but... Why can't I select the third party?
Indeed. Blast and damnation.
There we go. Well, I'm actually gonna go back to camp because I want to outfit him. So you get to watch me go back to camp. How lucky. Oh. Okay. This is gonna be exciting!
So, do golems know any good jokes?
I know at least one. It is a drunken dwarf that travels with the Grey Warden, constantly belching and...
Ah, I mean a real one. You must have overheard at least one or two standing there as you did for years and years.
There was a human man who once started telling a joke to another as he relieved himself on my leg.
Please,
I confess I didn't listen. I was too busy planning my revenge.
Eh? And what happened to him?
He disappeared during the fighting in Honleith. Tragic. Hit his head on a rock, I think.
Remind me not to fart anywhere near you.
Classy. And that is just a small taste of the joy that is Oghren. I'm gonna hoof it all the way back like a sucker. Hello, Jeep. Good to see you. Yup, let's roll. Plus, we can also have some chats with Oghren. So we can all fall in love with him. Oh, her... She's taking a nap, and Schmooples is her little nug. Let me see what she has to say about that.
I must say that traveling with you has opened my eyes to how wrong some are about the Dalish. You are not at all savage, and I've not seen you snatch away women and children without provocation.
Let's see. I got a few options. My people are often misunderstood. Are you trying to be funny? Disappointed? Stick around. I will take the silly option. Disappointed, are you?
No, of course not. I am just saying that many believe such awful things about the Dalish. If my people were more open to interacting with yours, we could do away with such misperceptions.
Is this true? The last time that happened, it didn't end well.
I know humans and elves do not share a happy history, but peace must be possible. I hear many city folk talk about how wonderful it must be to live simpler lives, close to the earth. They could learn from the Dalish.
Aren't you adorable? Let's see here. I have, do you think us acquaint curiosity meant for study? We do live quite close to the earth, and then I can call her naive. So I will just stick with the non-dick option, with we do live quite close to the earth.
How marvelous that must be.
Yes.
I have met very few elves, and those that I have met were pledged to the service of Orlesian nobles.
Slaves. Oh, that is an option, actually. Slaves.
They are serfs.
Slaves.
There is no slavery in Orlais.
Slaves. It's the same thing.
Elven servants are well compensated for their services. Some of them live richer lives than humans.
Slaves.
A well-trained elven servant
Slave.
is highly valued in Orlais. They are nimble and dexterous, and many people find them pleasing to look at.
And yet, slaves. I can either stop the conversation or I can, let's do, so, like a prize-winning animal.
No, I did not mean it that way. Oh, my words were clumsily chosen. I did not mean to offend.
Don't worry about it.
I am sorry.
It's like listening to white people talk to black people. It's, you know, we understand but we don't, but we do but we don't, because we're idiots. It's okay. I am elven, but more than that, I am a person.
Of course. I am sorry if I implied otherwise.
You didn't.
Thank you. You have given me a lot to think about.
Thank you for that awkward conversation, and +1 approval. She's like 4 inches taller than me, but yet we wear the same size armor.
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
You have not. Thank you.
It's very nice, and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. One year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
Ew. Oh, poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so.
I think she's
It's just
actually
that I feel so
flirting.
comfortable talking to you. Like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
Oh, it's fine. Let's see here. I can call her frivolous. I like the way she rambles. I don't know that we're ready to commit to that kind of stuff, so I will just say, wouldn't I? Maybe I'll just keep it to myself.
You see? You play along with me. Not many will do that. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
Okay. You are a treasured friend.
Thank you. I am honored that you feel that way.
What else?
Something I can help with?
I would like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Oh, she actually has more conversation. Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
Oh, okay. Why'd your mom leave Ferelden?
She had served Cecily, the Lady Cecily,
Oh,
for
yes.
many years,
The
and was
lady.
loyal to her. Cecily was a good person. She was always kind to me. Mother died when I was very young.
Aw.
Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Aw. What was Cecily like?
She was an elderly lady, very refined and proper. She had impeccable manners and taste, more so than a lot of Orlesian ladies. Cecilia was also kind. My mother was unmarried and with child.
Aw.
It was scandalous, and Cecilia had every right to turn my mother out. She didn't. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes, small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Huh, okay. Aw, she's kind of an orphan like me. But she actually has
Something I can
memories
help
of
with?
her mother.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Let's see here. I heard that in Orlais, minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
Who cares? Is it true or not?
Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
What's the difference?
Many use the two words minstrel and bard interchangeably, but to do so in Orlais would cause misunderstanding. Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
Like a shadow broker? What sort of patron?
Nobles mostly.
Oh.
In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
Well, at least she's self-aware. So, Bard, huh? That's you.
I have revealed too much, it seems, but it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past.
So that's where you learn to fight like that.
My skills served me well, but the day finally came when I decided to just put them aside.
And now you're back.
I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry, and when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here.
Oh, okay. Leliana approves +2.
Something I can help with?
Can you teach me to be a bard?
That's an idea. I've watched you, and I do think you'd find some of my skills quite easy to pick up. Let's just go over there, away from the others, for safety, yes? I expect there shall be daggers flying about willy-nilly for a time.
This isn't my first rodeo. Like, I use daggers all the time. In summation,
Something I can help with?
let's see.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Do you miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Valroyaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Valroyaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Valroyaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the grand cathedral. It was magnificent.
Sounds cool. I've never been to Orlais.
If you get the chance, you should see it, at least Valroyaux. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
Brat. Do you not have fine things now? I mean, look at your bitchin' armor and bow. Don't you like the stuff I give you?
I left behind much, leaving Orlais. But there is more to life than dresses and furs. It is sad that many have lost sight of this. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes! Living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
I do like shoes. Were they ridiculous shoes?
Sometimes. About 10 years ago, all the ladies went mad for shoes with soles as large and heavy as bricks. But it isn't always that silly. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Okay. That sounds lovely. Actually, wouldn't that be hard to walk in?
I wouldn't want to run in it, or have to enter battle, but for lounging in a lady's sitting room? Perfect. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
Yeah, they are pretty ugly and shapeless.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
We do not. Oh, okay. Actually, I better make sure her... Actually, I'm not going to be using her, so... what else? I don't know if there's any new dialogue with Alistair.
What do you need? Ask away.
No. Unless I give him a gift properly. Hi, Oghren.
Stop wasting time, Warden. I'm not here to chat.
Well, you are outside my tent. Alright, let's see here. What does Oghren have in terms of stats? He is pretty strong, but not strong enough for plate, or the fancy plate. So let's see what we can give him. He's got a belt that's basically just like a big flask. Actually, his gear is decently superior. Shocking. Let's give him a nice weapon. That I don't have right now. See here, what do we got in terms of big effing swords? Dance of Death. 38, he can't really carry that. Long sword, he is a two-hander. So it'd be nice to get him something. We've got the Nug Crusher, which might suffice. I have a shitload of gifts. Well, let's go deck him out in the Nug Crusher. And then hit the road.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
Those adorable ears. Give him a nice little darkspawn bonus so he can kick the crap out of darkspawn. Just looking out for my buddy. You could use
Something you
some
need?
other
I'm
things.
sure either my boy or I can help you out. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the good...
Blah blah blah. The excitement of the micromanagement. Do. Give him a nice pretty necklace, just so he feels pretty. It's important to me. Alrighty. After that gripping endeavor, where he won't talk to me, we are good to go. Onward! To finding your wife that hates you!
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, even though it's being adorable and giving me the option of having Oghren in my group, he's gonna
Speak
demand to
if
be
it
in it.
must.
So I'm just gonna cut to the chase. To the deep roads! Again! Bye! Okay. Yes. FYI, this is a really long area. I'm gonna go here and here and here and here through here, and then it's like right here.
Harridan's Cross. I can't believe Balin actually tracked this place down. This used to be one of the biggest crossroads in the old Empire. You could get anywhere from here, including Orton Tig.
Do you know where to go from here?
Aye. Branka dug up some maps of the ancient empire. It's a little tough to tell with so much of it collapsed now, but near as I can figure, we're on the right path to Orton Tig.
What's so important about that, Tig?
It's the home of Caridin, the paragon who made the anvil. He was an Orton before he founded his own house, and even then, he spent most of his time in their Tig. Branka figured it was the best guess for where the anvil was located.
What else do you know about the anvil?
No one but Carradine ever really knew more than it had some kind of stone-blessed power. Every golem who ever ranged across the Empire was hammered on the steel of that anvil. But no one ever knew exactly how they were made. But Branka was sure she could find out.
Okay. Let's go.
I've been waiting for someone to say that for 2 sodding years.
You're welcome. Alright, we're gonna start the next one right here.